bad as California.
I've lived with them. I know. Firsthand.
Here we go. One-point game. 2:24 to go. Down to 1 point.
The Panthers, 2 points for the signature trailing. 8 points for Taylor Taylor. 12 points for John Gensky. 13 points for Brandon Brown. 10 points for Ryan Fuller. 3 points for Nicholas 2.
All right, we're talking to John Gensky, senior at Poly. He had 12 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. The Panthers beat Flint Ridge Prep 64-54 in a prep league game. John, a lot of noise from both sides, competitive game. You played well. What was the difference between winning and losing, and what was your role?
Yeah, I think second half we definitely really got on the boards. We made sure that we took care of that first. I think first half we let them get too many offensive rebounds and second shots, and guys like Kendall and Cameron really took advantage of that and knocked down the outside shots when they kicked it back out. So second half we came out of the locker room knowing we had to secure the boards first, and then we could look out and look into transition and stuff and setting up half court.
So Coach Hall was very complimentary about you after the game. He said you were very inspirational, and to the other kids he said Ryan wasn't shooting well, but you went up to him and told him keep shooting. Players were making mistakes on defense. You kept encouraging them. Is that something you see as your role?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think that's something, I think it really transfers over from football too. I think as a leader, this last year as a senior and playing quarterback definitely kind of primed me for this position. I guess coming into the bigger spotlight, your mistakes definitely get magnified on the big show, and so you gotta really be affirmative and tell guys keep shooting and stuff, and not let anyone get their head down.
Sooner or later, they're going to make the play.
Yeah, exactly.
And then last question, how much? I know you had all last week off for finals. You've only played, I think, once this week. How hard is it to stay in a rhythm when you're not playing that often?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty difficult because, yeah, like you said, we had the whole week off, and so you definitely just got to kind of get your mind right the night before. I mean, that's my trick. Okay. And so we definitely looked pretty forward towards this game, knowing that
and that it mattered too, right?
Yeah. So we worked really hard last week. Made sure we got our shots up and definitely stayed in shape because we know these guys like to run the floor and it's going to be a physical game all the way through. So yeah, we definitely were looking pretty far ahead towards this game. It's always a big one every year. So
okay. We're talking to Jackson Hayes, the Poly junior guard, who led the Panthers with 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Poly won 64-54 in a big prep league game. Jackson, talk about how competitive prep was and how this makes you guys better in the future.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely hung with us until the last second. It kind of went back and forth, a lot of spurts. They'd hit a 3, then we'd hit a 3. That happened a couple times. They got it within 1. And then we kind of I huddled that team together and just said, let's win this. Like, it's just a battle. It's just a battle.
Yeah. Now, on a night that Ryan wasn't shooting as well as he normally does, did you feel any extra pressure to have to score more points?
Not really. It was kind of just. I mean, it's just how our offense goes. Like, if one guy has an off night,
somebody else picks it up.
Big, yeah.
Okay. Now, talk about the environment a little bit. I mean, I've been at some of your games, and you could hear not a lot of noise, but tonight was pretty exciting for both sides. What's that like when your crowd's out and cheering you guys on?
It's awesome. I mean, I think it gives everyone a lot of energy. Definitely picks up the intensity, not only on offense, but for sure on defense too. I mean, you're kind of representing your school, and everyone came to see you. So, yeah.
Now, this might sound disrespectful, and I don't mean it this way at all, but when people talk about Poly basketball, maybe they think of Ryan, maybe they think of John, and then maybe Jackson. Now, you do so many different things to help your team win. Do you mind being like that, not underutilized, but, they don't necessarily talk about you as much? Are you cool being that kind of, maybe not considered the star, but you're as valuable as anybody else on the team?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's as long as the team wins, it's all that matters. Everyone's gonna have their nights, and it's just as long as we get the W, like, we're all good.
Okay.